for Goldstein.
Very well.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And I start my address on this matter of public importance by making a confession that I'm not proud of, but it's important to put it on the record. I was one of those people who paid full price for a copy of the Shadow Minister's Hearts and Minds book. I did. There aren't many Australians who can claim that because it was such a low print run, and it has, as the Assistant Minister, the Treasurer, conceded, gone straight to the reject bin. But I have done so, and I have then had the dubious honour of reading said Hearts and Minds, and the principle that sits at the heart of it, which is actually that you create economic opportunity by creating economic growth. A shocking proposition, I know. A shocking proposition. Something that's come from the Shadow Treasurer's mouth himself, and in word as well as deed. But in practice, everybody on this side of the House knows that's a statement of the expletive obvious. And that's what's at the heart of this motion. An absurdity. That the idea that you can get up and pander and postulate to the parliament about how you think you can create a better society by simply sharing the dividends rather than creating the opportunity that this nation needs. The Shadow Assistant Minister to the Treasurer was 100% right. Those opposite take economic opportunity and growth as a given, rather than recognising that it's a cause that we must strive for continuously if we want to create the prosperity and opportunity for the children in the gallery that so many on the other side simply seek to gesture. Now, the absurdity of the position is how much of a hypocrisy sits at the heart of the arguments put by those opposite. They talk about the challenges of wage growth, and there are challenges of wage growth. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But the hypocrisy sits at the heart of it, when for the past 12 months the member for Fraser has done a job and never got paid for it because of faction union deals over the past 12 months, and only because of a recent reshuffle has been honoured with the commitment of the boost in his income that he was entitled to as fulfilling his role as a Shadow Minister. These people like to talk it, they don't like to deliver it, especially when it's one of their own. Well, inclusive growth is about creating economic opportunity for every Australian. It's about creating an opportunity society, and at the heart of it is actually understanding some pretty basic propositions of economics. That firstly, you have primary industries which create the economic opportunity and the wealth that makes this nation rich. Second, that you use that wealth to create manufacturing sector to add value add and create opportunities for the next generation, which is ultimately provided for by a service-based economy, the sector in which millions of Australians work in. But if you do not create the right economic environment for those primary industries, the country is cactus. And that is what you are doing every single day when you seek to regulate and legislate them out of competitiveness. Your policy on energy fundamentally undermines the opportunity for our mining industries, our agriculture, our manufacturing services economy to compete, and slugged households and businesses at every step of the way. And that's the point of the National Energy Guarantee. It provides a framework for making sure we get investment in new technology and new energy to make us competitive, so that we can reduce our costs, so we can improve the opportunity for households and reduce their electricity bills. But on top of that, you have to judge what they want to do to our economy against the outcomes of the Turnbull coalition government. And let's face facts. In the year 2016-17, we have had but a measly, adulterous, if you take it by the position of the opposition, 371,000 new jobs. Apparently, that is not inclusive growth. Creating job opportunities, delivering job opportunities for 371,000 Australians, and completely against the rubbish narrative that is being run in this motion today. 315,000 of those jobs, 900 jobs, are full-time, creating the opportunities for thousands, hundreds of thousands of Australians to be able to stand on their own 2 feet, to understand the dignity and opportunity that comes with being able to work and provide for their families and pay for their mortgages. There are so many things this government has done to deliver inclusion and opportunity for Australians. It's about time the opposition woke up and recognised it.
Order. I call the member for